just a second about charcuterie boards. I know we always think cheese and crackers and things like that. I think sometimes what I try to do is invoke what's happening into my dinner and bring part of that into my charcuterie boards. A lot of times I end up having my charcuterie, depends how the guests are going or even just for us. A lot of times the charcuterie is part of my dinner and it's kind of like an appetizer-y feel for me. So what I'm going to be showing is, I started laying out this plate and we're going to be adding, oh, which I forgot, I got to grab the hummus real quick. I'm going to be adding hummus and I have pretzels and tomatoes and pita chips. And we're going to be making an olive tapenade. So simple, but it is so good. I think way much better than, or way much better, I don't even know if that's a word. So much better than buying the prepped ones. And those are fantastic. And I'm just saying if you like olives and make olive tapenade, this is absolutely easy. It's all mixed into one food processor and you are done. So what we're gonna do, oh, you're wearing the same tee? We must have been on the same Greek mode. So in here I have, let me just move there we go. All right, so I've got 2 cups of black olives that I'm just gonna put in here. The black olives, I just do a canned version of them. And they're already pitted and everything in it, so that's where I have that. We're gonna be adding, I think I have, I'm trying to see if I have my recipe out. I know I did, but I will have it up on my website for you guys. Oh, there we go. I got some of these things here. All right, so we're gonna use about 2 tablespoons of capers. And I also want to talk about anchovies paste. And a lot of times you will find anchovy paste in olive tapenade. You can absolutely add it. I am just not a fan, so I don't eliminate it, and the flavors are absolutely terrific in here, so I just do it without, but by all means you can absolutely add anchovy paste. And I'd add probably about a teaspoon to a tablespoon, somewhere in there to your liking, if you want that. So then what I also have is, and I wanted to speak a little bit about this, I have marinated sun-dried tomatoes. And although I'm only going to be using a couple tablespoons in here, I will absolutely, I have to run to LA tomorrow, but what I'm going to do is just put this in the refrigerator. I do not waste any of this. And I'll make a pasta, and I use the sun-dried tomatoes, use the juice that's already in here, and it'll be absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to be putting this back in my refrigerator, even though I'm using just a couple tablespoons here. And then I've got about a tablespoon of garlic, and you can go to your liking here. And all this will be up on the website, so I just wanted to let you guys know. I have some fresh basil leaves and about 3 tablespoons of parsley. I'll give you guys the exact measurements here. I'm going to put in some salt and pepper. You don't need too much salt. I just like to just do a little zhuzh in here because the olives themselves will be salty, and especially if you use your anchovies in here, your anchovy paste, I would not be adding salt. So eliminate the salt if you're going to put in the anchovy paste, because that's kind of what that is more of a salt. And I'm going to have some fresh lemon juice, and you'll see how quickly this will absolutely be beautiful. So I have about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and I got the basil, the parsley, and the oregano, garlic. We're all good. So everything is in here. What I'm going to do is put in about a 1/4 cup, and we're going to play with this. This is where we play around a little bit with how much olive oil is going to go in here. So I know for sure I'm about a 1/4 cup that needs to go in here. Oop, there's my oregano. We got to make sure that baby's in there. And then all you do is you puree this up really fast. So sorry about the noise. So I wanted to show you, because this is an absolutely fantastic a la tapenade, and this absolutely can stay in your refrigerator for a good week. So to me, really good. And I'm gonna show you my consistency. So I'm right about there. And that is probably where I like it. So I usually know it's about 1/4 cup that I am having in here. And unfortunately, I'm gonna run off to get my hummus so you can see my final board when this is all done. So I would lay out my a la tapenade, some fresh tomatoes. I usually, again, would cut them in half because I just always like things to be bite-sized. And, excuse me for a second, I gotta get my hummus. See, there's always something we're forgetting, right? All right. I will show you guys though, one day, if you guys are curious, I will show you how to do my homemade hummus. But honestly, these are really good, so more times than not, I just have these out. So I just have a row, and I love pretzels with all this. So what I would do is lay out some beautiful hummus, some a la tapenade. This is a meal in itself, which we kind of would eat, so I would just spread that out a little bit. I would probably drizzle just a teeny. I got so much stuff next to me, you guys, that there's a lot of ingredients today. So I'd put some fresh olive oil on there, zhuzh my plate around, and I would take just a little bit of feta cheese, because why not? And we all love feta cheese. And I would sprinkle just a little bit of feta cheese onto my tomatoes. And that to me would be a great charcuterie. So there you go. There's our charcuterie board.